So, plebs, I was here and I'm practicing for an exam, and you're going to help me because I don't know, I'm very bored and I haven't submitted something in a while. I don't know if it says like that, but still, here it says something about why animals do yawn. So, what's sociological? Sociological? It says sociological. I don't know what kind of science or shenanigans that. I don't know. To exercise the jaw muscles to eliminate fatigue, to get greater strength of attacking, to gain more oxygen. I don't really remember what the text does say. Certainly true for human yawns. I don't know. I'm not going to guess. Oh, shit. This isn't what. I guess that is the same reason for humans. Like, they want to gain more oxygen because their brain is getting out of it, and I have to sort of put that on the circle. It was the letter what? To gain more oxygen, to letter D. My D. My D. So then, let's go to the next one. Structure and written expression. So, section and written expression. What does it say? This section is designed to measure your ability to recognize language that is appropriate for language written English. There are two types of questions on this section with special directions for each type. Others with no effort. A structure. Questions 1 to 4 are incomplete. I don't know what is. Dude, please. Questions 1 to 4 are incomplete sentences. Beneath each sentence, you will see 4 words or phrases marked A, B, C, and D. Choose one word or phrase that best completes this sentence. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter answer you have chosen. The answer you have chosen. Okay. It says, look at the following example. Example number 1. Geysers have often been compared to volcanoes. They both emit hot liquids from below the Earth's surface because of, and in spite of. Okay. Compared to volcanoes because they both emit hot liquids. Oh, that was the letter B. I was about to say that it was actually due to they both. I don't know, man. This is gonna be hot. During the early period of ocean navigation, any needs of for sophisticated instruments and techniques so that hardly. Well, this is very boring. Actually, I don't know how to make it a little funny. This is very strange. There was hardly. Okay, hardly queen. The sentence should read during early period. Now begin working the questions. Refrigerating meats. Retards. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. It's retarded. Lol. Retards is the first one. Let me double it. Now that I just filled the circle. Alright. Let's go to the second one. Throughout the animal kingdom, bigger than the elephant. Whale. Only the whale is whale. Will only whale is the. The whale is only the whale is. I think it's B. Let's go fill in that circle. Let's go in that circle. Fill. Only the whale is. Let's go in there. Let's go to the question B. It's the second one. It's B. Then let's read another one. The fact money orders. The fact that which is now. fact that the money orders can be easily cashed has made them a popular form of payment. Can be easily cashed. I don't know what that means. That is strange. I don't know what that was even about, but still, I think it's that. The first article of the United States Constitution gives Congress the power. This enhanced power gives Congress the power. Let's go for A. Should be the correct one. This separatist. I don't know what they mean. Let's go for EA. I'm not going to beat a lot of that. Written expression. Directions. In question 5 to 10, each sentence has 4 underlined words or phrases. 4 underlined. It's the same shit that I read before. So let's go for the action. Look at the following samples. Guppies are sometimes called rainbow fish because the males. What is that in about? Written expressions. These guppies are sometimes called rainbow. The sentence should read: Guppies are sometimes called rainbow fish. What? Because of the male's bright colors. Guppies are sometimes called rainbow fish because of the male's bright colors. Oh, no, now I read it correctly. Therefore, you should that is wrong. I mean, it should be called, right? Should be called, not call. Sometimes called. So it goes to another one. Example 2. Serving several terms in Congress, Shirley Koshlam became an important United States politician. Serving several terms in Congress. I don't know. Several times should be, no? Several terms in Congress, Shirley became an important United States politician. Therefore, you should answer, what term? Several terms. Oh, there's the S missing in here. Terms. So now I get to be that dumb person that always says, "You are wrong! You are so wrong in what you are doing or saying or acting." I don't know. It says, practice questions. Electrical disturbances on Earth are frequently caused. This is the letter C, with storms on the surface by the sun. It should be by the sun, by storms caused by. It shouldn't be that, like, I don't know, maybe I'm the one that is wrong, but I don't know, dude. It should be like this. Bertrand Granville Woods received him first. What the fuck is this? His first patent on January 3rd, 8084 or 1884 for a steam boiler furnace. Boiler furnace. I don't know. But it's him. It's a strange lead for a steam boiler furnace. All right, let's go for the letter A on this 6th one. Now let's go for 7. A deficit of folic acid is rarely found in humans because the vitamin is contained in a wide variety of foods. This is a strange one. A deficit of folic acid is rarely found in humans because the vitamin is contained in a wide variety of foods. Wow, that one is read correctly. Let me think for a while. I don't know what I'm. Do you see that? Is a deficit? Doesn't read correctly. A deficit of folic acid is rarely found in humans because the vitamin is contained in a wide variety of foods. That is read correctly. I don't know. Deficient. Oh, that it's. I mean, maybe it should be the letter A. It's deficiency, no? A deficiency of folic acid. Deficient. It's read the same, but it's not actually the same. It's not the correct one. Or maybe let's put the letter A. Eighth. The gopher dicks. I don't know what the fuck is a gopher. The gopher dicks with the big strong claws of its two foot. What is this? I even say. The gopher dicks with the big strong claws of its two front foot and with its overhanging front teeth. I mean, let me digest this. The gopher dicks with the big strong claws of its two front foot and with its overhanging front teeth. The gopher dicks with big strong claws of its two. Oh no, I think I get it. Foots should be foots, not foot, because he has two foots, I think. Mayhaps. Should be. It's the letter C. We're finishing, guys. We're finishing. And the level 2, I'm not going to do it. Just level 1. Reading comprehension. An internationally famous ballerina, Maria Taltif, demonstrated that the quality of ballet in North America could be equaled. Wait, what does this say? An internationally famous ballerina, Maria Taltif, demonstrated that the quality of ballet in North America could be equal to those. Could equal those of the ballet in Europe. I think this is the one that is wrong. I mean, an internationally famous ballerina demonstrated that the quality of ballet in North America could equal those of the ballet in Europe. Sorry, I get too American in there. Send an eagle. Let me digest this for a second and also, please. I mean, I don't really know what is this about, but I'm going to trust my instinct and say that it's D. 9 is D. I mean, seems it just sounds off. I mean, it's strange. As two nuclei move closer together, their mutual electrostatic potential energy becomes more large and more positive. What the fuck? As two nuclei move closer, their mutual electrostatic potential energy becomes more larger. No, it should be larger. Larger and more positive, maybe? Nah, this is a strange one. I mean, could be, no, it's S? Yeah! Yes. Now, well, let's go get serious. You're helping me. I think it's this one because the more appropriate term is larger, becomes larger. Because this says, as two nuclei move closer together, their mutual electrostatic potential energy becomes larger and more positive. I think it's that. I don't know. I'm going to trust my instinct again. Let's put in there. And now, my favorite part, it's going to be this one. Reading comprehension. And now I'm gonna have all the fun that I want. This section is designed to measure the ability to read and understand short passages similar in topic and style to those found in the universities and college. Test takers read a variety of short passages on academic subjects Each passage is followed by a number of questions about the material to avoid creating an advantage to individuals in any one field of study. Sufficient context is provided so that no subject specific familiarity with the subject matter is required to answer the questions. What the fuck does that even say? To avoid creating an advantage to individuals in any one field of study. Sufficient context is provided so that no subject specific familiarity. Let's jump to the action. So they basically don't want anyone to get an advantage, but now we're reading. A railroad was not the first institution to impose regularity on society to draw attention to the importance of precise timekeeping. The railroad was not the first institution to impose regularity for society or to draw attention to the importance of precise timekeeping. For as long as merchants have set out their wares at daybreak and communal festivities have been celebrated, people have been in rough agreement with their neighbors as to the time of day. The value of this tradition is today more apparent than ever. Were it not for public acceptance of a single yardstick of time, social life would be unbearably chaotic. The massive daily transfers of goods, services, and information would precede in feats and starts. The very fabric of modern society would begin to unravel. I didn't know what I just read. What is the main idea of the passage? In modern society, we must have more time for our neighbors. The traditions of society are timeless. An accepted way of measuring time is essential for the smooth functioning of the society. That is the one. Society judges people by the times in which they conduct certain activities. The main idea of this passage is, I don't know when I'm going to read that. In line 7, the phrase is tradition refers to practice of daily business die at dawn. Friendly relations between neighbors, the railroad's reliance on time schedules. I would say that it's this one, but it actually is this one. People's agreement on the measurement of time. Practice passage. Now, we are going to read a little. And wait a minute. Alright, let's go and read. The Alaska pipeline starts at the frozen edge of the Arctic Ocean. It stretches southward across the largest and northernmost state in the United States, ending at a remote ice-free seaport village nearly 800 miles from where it begins. It is massive in size and extremely complicated to operate. The steel pipe crosses windswept plains and endless miles of delicate tundra that tops the frozen ground. It weaves through crooked canyons, climbs sheer mountains, plunges over rocky cracks, makes its way through thick forest, and passes over hundreds of rivers and streams. The pipe is 4 feet in diameter, and up to 10 million barrels or 84 million gallons of crude oil can be pumped through it daily. Resting on H-shaped... What is that outside? Steel racks called bends. I don't know what is that. It just says to me, resting on H-shaped steel tracks called bends. Long sections of the pipeline follow a zigzag course high above the frozen earth. Other long sections drop out to sight beneath spongy or rocky ground and return to the surface later on. The pattern of the pipeline's up and down route is determined by the often harsh demands of the Arctic and subarctic climate, the tortuous lay of the land, and the varied compositions of soil, rock, or permafrost, permanently frozen ground. A little more than half of the pipeline is elevated above the ground. The remainder is buried anywhere from 3 to 12 feet, depending largely upon the type of terrain and the properties of the soil. One of the largest in the world, the pipeline costs approximately 8 billion and is by far the biggest and most expensive construction project ever taken by private industry. In fact, no single business could raise that much money, so 8 major soil companies form a consortium in order to share the costs. Each company controlled oil's rights to particular shares of land in the oil fields and paid into the pipeline construction fund according to the size of its holdings. Today, despite the enormous problem of climate supply or shortages, equipment breakdowns, labor disagreements, treacherous, trains, a certain amount of mismanagement, of course, why not? And even theft. Wow! What a surprise. The Alaska pipeline has been completed and is operating. Practice questions. The passage primarily discusses the pipeline's construction. I guess. That is what I understood. Reading comprehension. The first one is D. Construction. The word "it" in line 5 refers to what is 5 line? A remote ice-free seaport villages in where it begins. It is massive in size. The word "it" refers to the pipeline, I think. It's not can be the ocean or village. It's massive. The pipeline, my pipeline is very massive. It's the answer A. Let's go for another one. According to this passage, 84 million gallons of oil can travel through the pipeline each. Holy shit! From where I read that, I just read that. Oh my god! Seriously? Daily. It says daily. I don't know. Well, that is strange. Well, it's massive, so daily. Put it right there. Daily. Damn. The phrase resting on line 15 is closest in meaning to. What is the phrase? Resting on each shift. It's closest in consistent, supported by, protected with, maybe, could be, but is supported by, passing under. Resting on is supported by. That's for each B. Let's go for that one. And the author mentions all the following as important in determining the pipeline's routes, except the author mentions all of the following as important in determining the pipeline's route, except all the following, except climate, the lay of the land itself, local vegetation, kind of fallen rock. This is wrong. Local vegetation, I mean, maybe lay of the land, climate, that cannot be. Maybe I'm not understanding or I'm missing something, but I think lay of the land itself could be the answer, maybe. I'm just gonna investigate what the fuck is lay. I mean, lay, it's the configuration, it says, but except the. Dude, I need to assume that is wrong. Pipelines route. Local vegetation. Oh, determine the pipelines route. What does it say? Plural pipelines are up and down, determined by often harsh demands of Arctic and sublimatic climates, tortoise of laden land, the very compositions of oil rock, permanently frozen ground, a little more than a half is elevated above. Local vegetation is not mentioned? It's not mentioned. I don't know why, but it's not mentioned. Oh, let's put that one. 5 is letter C. It's letter C. The 5. The 5. The 5 is the letter C. The word undertaken. Undertaking in line 31. Its closest meaning to, what does it say, line 31? Undertaken by private company. Most expensive construction, a project ever undertaken by private constructor by us. Attempt. I mean, that could be. It's the only one that makes sense for me because they're constructing that, but they're making that. I don't know. Most expensive construction project ever undertaken by private industry. Undertaken. Undertaken. Holy moly. I don't know what is undertaken. That is wrong. Oh shit. What is undertaken, dipshit? Selected, I think? Because taken? Taken. Selected. I will put that. I will make the answer. Just because I'm too dumb to actually investigate what is that undertaken. I mean, how many companies share the cost of the constructing pipeline? 3, 4, 8. It was 8 actually, no? I think it was 8. 8 major companies. That was 8. 70s 8. 70s what? 70s C. 7 is C. C, amigo. The word particular in line 35 is closest to meaning peculiar, specific, exceptional, equal. 35. Particular sharings of land. Each company controls the rights to particular. A specific. Specific is a very boring word. But well. It is B. I'm not marking it well. I'm like a politician, more centered in how does it look and then doing it well. Shit. You're going to use the raw version. You're watching this in the raw version. I'm not going to edit this. Which of the following determined that what percentage of the construction cost each member of the consortium would pay? Following determine what percentage. Each company deserves. Which of the following determine what percentage of the construction cost each member of the consortium would pay? Each company controlled all rights to share of the land of oil fields and paid into the pipeline construction fund according to the size of its holdings. Or does it say holdings? It doesn't say holdings in anywhere. Which of the following that determine that percentage? How much oil field controlled oil rights to particular shares of land in the oil fields and paid into the pipeline. I mean, I don't understand this. Let me Would you spare me a little second? Pardon a part of my French, but is this nonsense? This is nonsense. How much oil field land each company owned, because it says each company control all rights to particular shares of land in the oil fields and paid into pipeline construction fund according to the size of its holdings. His holdings are the shares of land, I think, and that's why I'm going to put the number 9. The number 9 is the letter A. Let's go put and fill that circle. Now, when we're in the passage, does the author provide a term for earth covering that always remains frozen? In the 21, 22, and 23. 20. And that is for the books. It's the letter C. Now let's watch. The results should be, and there should be a page where it says you the answers, and the answer, I don't know, where does it belong? No, it doesn't say. There's no. Oh, see, there. Oh yeah, there are the responses. So let's go to evaluate ourselves, and let's see how did we do. A, B, C, A, D. A, B, C, I don't remember. A, D. The first one were fine. B, C, A, B, D. B, C, A, B, C, A, B, D, right? Wow, we're doing great on this one. Listening comprehension. Oh, wow. Actually, that one was wrong. I think that's that one. I don't know. Structure and reading comprehension. Let's read. A, B, B, A, C. A, B, B, A. That is wrong. Oh my gosh, that was wrong. Let's go into check it after this. Let's focus on this. 6, 7. A, C, D, D. A, C, D, D. And the reading comprehension. D, A, B, C. D, A, B, C. D, A, B, C. D, C, D, C, B, A, C. D, C, B, A, C. D, C, B, A, C. B, A, C. Reading comprehension, the 6th one was wrong. Let's see what was actually the 6th one. Undertaken, actually, that makes a lot of sense. But I got it wrong because I didn't know what it was. What's the D? Attempt. Yeah, lol. That was the one that I actually tried to. Oh, you're looking at this. That was the one that I actually tried to. Spoke out self. Blah 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 blah. Try to say that it was that one, but didn't know why I didn't trust myself. I don't trust myself enough. So the 5 in the structure and reading comprehension. Structure and reading comprehension with the storms. Let's see. What was reading comprehension? Was the 6th one? I know, that I would just check. Structure and reading comprehension. 5 was the B, but the B was the C. B frequently. Oh, whoa, what? Wait, what? I just put them wrong? That one was wrong, I didn't think. That was wrong, actually. I meant to put C on it, and I don't know why did I put B. And the fifth one is actually C, but I don't know why I put B. Strange. Well, that's it for today, and see you on the next time. I think it's fine for today. Today we make a big thing, and that big thing is going to be, I don't know. Let's finish this already.